What is poppin', my YouTube family, my YouTube familia, my YouTube amigos? It is your girl, Miss T with the T, and today I would like to share with you some tea on the top 5 questions that people ask me on a daily basis once they find out I'm a YouTuber. So if you would like to know about these questions and answers to these questions, or if you are a YouTuber yourself and trying to grow your channel and would like to know answers to these questions, then I highly suggest you watch this video. Alright everybody, so welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I'm your girl Miss T with the T. And like I said in the intro, this video is about the top 5 questions I get asked constantly once people find out I'm a YouTuber. I don't mind answering the questions, but these are just some of the questions that I get asked regularly. And I thought I would make a video about it to share with everyone in case you had questions for a YouTuber or anything like that, or tips on how to grow your own channel, things like that. So without further ado, I wrote some notes here that I will just be looking at from time to time. And since it's nighttime, I have my nighttime tea, Cayman Jack margaritas. These are delicious. So if you have not tried these, I highly suggest you go and try one. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started on these questions. So the first question that people ask me on a daily basis is, how much do I get paid doing YouTube videos? The answer to that is, there is no set income to how much YouTube pays me. It goes more or less by a system. They generate how many people viewed you, how many subscribers you get. I can tell you that you get paid once a month on the 22nd, and it goes directly into your account, whichever account that you set up with YouTube. But as far, they don't pay like, there's no $10 an hour, or it's not a set income. You know, you gotta, the more views and subscribers and things like that you get, it all gets generated into this equation, and that's how YouTube pays. If your videos don't get a lot of watch time, then you don't get a big check. If your videos do get a lot of watch time, you get a big check. So that is pretty much the answer to that question that everybody seems to always ask. Let me see. The second question is, how do I edit? I love editing my videos. You don't have to edit videos. I'm sorry if you hear the background noise. I'm trying to do laundry and do this video at the same time. But editing is fun. It helps me, well, it gives the viewers something to hold on to, and they're like, oh, okay, this is funny, I'm gonna keep watching, kind of thing. That's how I feel about editing and putting in clips and funny things in my videos. So the number one way that I do my editing is iMovie. It's already, if you have an iPhone, it's already on the iPhone when you receive it. I also use Fonto. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend you take advantage of iMovie. You can insert text or emojis or things like that. It's real simple, it's free, it's already on the phone. I haven't had an Android phone or a Galaxy phone in years, so I don't know what's on those anymore, sorry. But if you do have an Apple phone, that's how I usually record, because it's simple, it's on my phone. I can just sit there and play on my phone and do iMovie at the same time, and that's how I edit. Number 3, how do you start a YouTube channel? Pretty simple. All you gotta do is get on YouTube, set up a Gmail account, and just start recording. You don't start to get monetized, or what they call, monetized or get paid for videos, until you get 1,000 viewers and 4,000 watch time hours. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. That's how you start a YouTube video, YouTube channel. You know, you come up with a name, it's pretty simple, and you just start making videos. This is number 4, sorry. How do I gain followers? When I first started doing YouTube, I did try the sub for sub, and it is no bueno. It's no good. Some of the people do stick, but it's very few. For those of you who are not familiar with what a sub for sub is, it's where you go on a channel where they like, okay, help your channel grow and all this kind of stuff. So you go on the channel and you put a little brief description about your channel, or hi, I'm Miss T with the T, and I'm here, you know, to gain friends. And then other people be like, okay, you watch my channel, or you subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to your channel. That's sub for sub kind of thing. Like I said, some of the people do stick, but other people, they just try to do it to get their 1,000 followers. Once you subscribe, like within a day or two, you know, you notice your what am I trying to say? Your subscribers are starting to drop. That is because they only used you to get, you know, their count up. While you may be genuine, the other people may not be genuine. So it helps out a little bit to help you gain the 1,000 subscribers. But if they don't stick or they don't watch your videos, then you're not gaining anything from that. What I've been doing now recently, I know for some of those who have been watching me for a while, like, Miss T, how you been sticking at 1.53K subscribers? Well, what is happening now is the people who I sub for sub, they're kind of like fading away, or some people that I did have friends with, what kind of language is that? The people who I were friends with, some of them have dropped their YouTube channel, or, you know, they're no longer doing it, so they just canceled altogether. So that's dropping. I'm gaining subscribers, but I'm dropping at the same time. So that is the reason why I'm just kind of maintaining right here, right in the middle. But some of the things that I do now that is going to help me is, as long as I stay continuous with it, is I have my friends, co-workers, church members, groups of organizations that I'm in. You know, I'll be like, hey, you know, I do happen to have a YouTube channel. Like, a lot of my friends at work or co-workers, they support me a lot. You know, they watch and things like that. And I really appreciate you guys for helping me grow. Other things that I do have are business cards. Those are very helpful, very useful. Depending on well, they are useful, period. Sometimes when I'm in a grocery store, or when I'm at a store in general, people be like, well, Miss T, well, no, you don't know my name, but they be like, how do you, that's a good deal you got there. How'd you get that for so cheap? And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I got a YouTube channel, girl. You know, I started talking to them for a while, and I'm like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. You should check me out. You know, if you like it. I'm always trying to help people out with freebies or something like that. Or a lot of my co-workers will be like, you sure do eat. You must spend a lot of money eating food. No, I don't, because I accumulate freebies. I use the apps on food channel, food restaurants and things like that. I use a lot of apps where you can redeem points to get free food. I've done a lot of videos where I've done eat with me for free and those type of things. So I don't, but I do. I'm like, okay, well, no, I don't. Thank you for being in my pockets, but you know, watch my videos and I'll tell you how I get these freebies, and I'll hand somebody a card, and that's how, you know, business cards help me out. Recently, I've been doing, there's an app called meetup.com. I'm not 100% sure if it is everywhere. But what it is it's a whole bunch of groups and organizations where they try to meet up with people with the same interests and, you know, try to network and things like that. Some of them are like single sites. Let me see what else they have. They have people that go up wine tasting events. They all come up together and they go to restaurants and things like that. It's different groups. It's Christian groups, lesbian groups, LGQ, however you say that. The gay community, you know, if you want to go and hang out with other people with similar interests with what you have, then, you know, that's a good site to go on. So what I usually do is, like, since I love food reviews and I love wine, I tend to go to the wine tasting reviews, and, you know, I sit there and they, you know, you introduce yourself at these events and they be like, okay, well, who are you and what do you do and things like that. Okay, well, my name is such and such, but I also have a YouTube channel where I go by Miss T with the T, yada, yada, yada. I also take my business cards and I introduce myself that way. After I introduce myself, I give my cards out to the people, and you know, that's how I gain more subscribers. And finally, let me see. Oh, and sometimes after I do a review on some food at a restaurant, I go to other channels that have done the same review that I've done, if that makes sense. So like my last video, I just did a Red Lobster food review. So after I did that video, I went to somebody else's page who went to Red Lobster and also did a food review. Or when I done Sonic, I go who did a video on Sonic, and I'm like, okay, well, I also did a review on that, and this is why I thought you should check me out sometime. So that way people with the same interest, they are like, oh, okay, well, let's see what her page is about, you know, and I get people to come and visit my page. So that's cool. Finally, the last question that I get asked on a regular is, what made me want to start YouTube? So the answer to that for me is, I've always been cheap a majority of my life. So I've always been trying to find food freebies, clothing freebies, shoe freebies. Life is expensive, and I'm not just trying to just give my money away to just anybody. Sorry, it was calling my name. It was like, drink me, drink me. But a lot of people that I do know, they've always asked me, well, how do you get that? How do you get this for cheap and stuff like that? So for a while, I was posting it on my YouTube channel. I was posting it on my Facebook channel, letting them know how I got all this stuff for practically free. I'm not the one to cut out coupons. Unless it's a real good coupon, then I'll use a coupon. But majority of the time, I'm into apps, accumulating points to redeem freebies. A lot of these apps give you freebies on your birthday. So September is my favorite time of the month. But yeah, so after doing it on Facebook for a couple times or for a while, I was like, well, you know, I should do videos, do step by step, and explain more into detail how do I get these freebies. So if you look back at my beginning videos, it was a lot about freebies and where to go to get freebies, how to get freebies, and things like that. But once this pandemic hit, it was like a lot of restaurants were struggling, so no one was really giving out freebies as much. So I was like, well, okay, I like food. So now I'm just trying to generate. I still do the freebies, but they're not out there as much as they were before the pandemic. I apologize for that. For those of you who generally watch my videos for freebies, when I do find freebies, I try to give them to you guys as soon as possible. But since the majority of my videos were about food, I just decided, okay, well, I like food. Let's get into these new food reviews, and I decided to start doing that, and they're slowly picking up. It's just a little twist into how I do my videos now until, you know, the world gets back right, and that is what I do. And so with all that said, there you have it. Those are the top 5 questions that I get asked on a regular basis. If you are a YouTuber and you get have questions that you want me to do a part 2, let me know what questions do you guys get asked, or if you're new here or you have questions on something else that you want to know about that I may be able to answer, just feel free to comment down below. I always tend to generally answer questions, and this is yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. So thank you for taking time out to watch, and hope you enjoyed this. And until next time, peace and love. Stay safe out there. Bye.